Hi, my name is Christina. Thanks for visiting my channel, Christina's Lifestyle. I wanted to talk to you today about my grocery list. And as you may recall from my first video, I mentioned that my husband was recently diagnosed with a non-alcoholic fatty liver. We wanted to figure out how to eat better. The liver is one of the organs that can be regenerated. You can reverse a lot of the damage that has been done over time with healthy eating. So I did a lot of research, and one of the first places that I stumbled upon was the American Liver Association, their website. They have some really good recipes that I started using from the get-go, and they turned out to be really good quality recipes. You could tell that a professional chef or someone had come up with these ideas. They tell you how to prepare them, the different methods you can use to prepare them. So that's where I first started, with understanding a little bit about what type of ingredients that I need. And then over time, we've kind of altered some of those recipes based on if we liked something, if we felt like it needed some additional meat or things like that. The second website that I visited, or that has been very helpful for me, has been Dr. Living Good. His website, his instruction has been very informative as far as what what causes a fatty liver and what you can do, what types of foods you can eat that will really help your liver. And then the third place that I went to was Bobby Parish. And Bobby Parish has a free app, and it's called Bobby Approved. And when I first started going grocery shopping, I would spend a long time looking at the ingredients of all the foods, making sure there wasn't any rancid oils or, natural ingredients that aren't approved. And it was taking me a very long time. But if you go to the Bobby Approved app, it makes your shopping so much easier. So you can figure out if there's good ingredients or not. And I will say that a lot of the times, maybe on an aisle in the grocery store, there might be two products that are Bobby approved. So it's been very interesting and very enlightening seeing what is in our food and what we should be buying on the regular, what we should be buying not so regularly. So then the other thing that I found on the internet, they talk about the 12 dirty fruits and vegetables. And these fruits and vegetables, when they are grown in conventional methods, they are found to contain more pesticide residuals, so they're not as healthy for you. So it's a really good guideline for when you're going to the grocery store, because organic food is a little more expensive than the normal average fruits and vegetables and other items. But when you realize which ones are more harmful, then you can kind of focus on buying just those as organic versus everything in your cart, which can be, like I said, more expensive. I wanted to share with you kind of my grocery list, and I found, based on the recipes that I've used, that if I have these set of groceries, that I can do a lot with. Um, so the berries, so strawberries and blueberries, these are organic, and these are on the Dirty Dozen list. These are organic. You can buy them. I bought these at Sam's Club, $9 a bag, have a ton of strawberries and blueberries, and the berries are really good for your liver. A lot of times we'll eat these as a dessert, maybe put them in a little bowl and maybe add some almond milk. And speaking of almond milk, I found this one at Walmart. It was like $2.50, Better Goods. It was Bobby approved, but it's been very good. It's not sweetened. Again, it doesn't have any sugar, but it's made with some quality ingredients. And then we focus on the eggs, having them free range, organic. The other things are avocados. They are actually, a lot of times they get a bad rap because they're known for being fatty, too fatty, but they actually help with weight loss. And you can make some delicious salsa with jalapenos, with tomatoes, add some lime juice, and it's very good. Put it on some toast, some whole grain toast, and I'll get into the bread that we use. Cucumbers, those are always good. I love to put those in apple cider vinegar, put some salt and pepper, or you can put some lemon on them for a good snack or for a good side for your dinner meal. We eat a lot of black beans. Those are also all the legumes. The beans are good for your liver, for weight loss. So we use those. And I have diced tomatoes, which I use in a lot of soups that I make. For your drinks, I had mentioned this in the first video, having lemons and limes are so good. What we do is we cut them up, put them in slices, put them in a glass bowl with a lid in our refrigerator, and we can make drinks all day long, and it's so refreshing, so easy, and so good for you. And I buy these big bags. I found that, again, Sam's Club has them for such a good deal for a big bag of lime, for lemons and limes. Sweet potatoes are also very good for you, and I've made some really good meals with sweet potatoes. These zucchini, those are always really good in stir fry and soup. They're very good in soup, so I like having those. Spinach is one of those vegetables on the Dirty Dozen list, and so I always buy this organic. Again, I get this huge tub at Sam's Club. And one of the things I want to mention is at the beginning, it took me a little while to figure out where to go, where to buy all of these items, because some stores have them for a good price and other grocery stores you go to, they'll be much more expensive. So it takes a little time at the beginning to hunt it out and figure out where you want to buy certain things. I usually go generally 2 stores is where I buy most of my items, but sometimes I'll need to find a specialty and I'll go to a different store. But again, it takes a little longer at the beginning, but once you start switching over your whole grocery list, it becomes easier and you know exactly what you need to get when you go to the grocery store. It's not such a mystery. This is romaine lettuce. I found this organic at Walmart. I thought it was a really good deal, so I love to make salads with romaine lettuce. This bread is Dave's Better bread, and this particular one is Bobby approved, and it's Power Seed. There's some different ones I think they sell at Sam's Club, which is a green one, but the red one is actually the more healthy one. It is, I think the green one is also sprouted, but this is made with sprouted wheat and other ingredients. So again, anything sprouted wheat, any sprouted items are better for you, and they're more digestible in your system. Red peppers, I love red ones. You can use all different colors. I prefer the red, and these are on the Dirty Dozen list. So when possible, I try to get these organic, but I can't find them organic all the time. But I use these in a lot of my meals, soups, stir fries. Granny Smith apples, excuse me. These are organic. These are also apples on the Dirty Dozen list. So green apples are better for you as far as for weight loss and for your liver. They have a very low sugar content. This is what we primarily buy. My husband will have this for a snack during the day, and it's very helpful to have it organic. And I found these, I've looked everywhere, and I could only find these at Walmart. So, and they're not too much more expensive than the regular apples, and so we buy these on the regular. I also love having mushrooms. Those are so good with your meats, with your all kinds of things. You can use those, and these ones are organic. I also bought celery. Those are always good to have. It's a nice crunchy meal. When you're used to eating chips, it's nice to have something crunchy. So, and then nuts. Nuts are also very healthy for your system. And so we had bought another almond. These ones I actually got at Costco because they are raw. There's no salt. There's no canola oil. The ones that I was buying, they had canola oil on them, and I was using them, and we were eating them, enjoying them. Come to find out, when we actually looked at the back, we didn't realize that they were made with one of the oils, the canola oils. That's not good for you. So we have switched to the raw almonds. But again, it's just changing your lifestyle, changing what you like, what you're used to eating, and the new things can become the things that we like instead of the old things that we used to like. So these are just some of my grocery list items that I buy on the regular that really help to make up all of the meals that I'm making for my husband. But it's been really fun to research it, to learn about it, to visit all of the websites that are out there who've been doing this much longer than me. We just started on this lifestyle beginning in April, and my husband, it's really had a huge impact on him. And it is from eating like this and getting rid of the things that aren't good for our bodies, soft drinks, all of that. I hope you learned something today, and I hope you have a great day. Remember, life is a gift.